People are going to think we're ridiculous. This is our show and tell.
Hi guys! We're the Travel Beths and welcome back to our YouTube channel.
So as some of you already know, we've spent the last 2 months travelling around the south of Thailand, so we've got loads of packing tips for you. We're going to give you an overview of everything that we're glad that we packed, everything that we regret packing, and everything that we wish that we packed whilst coming here.
Let's go! Woo! So to start off, we're going to talk about the stuff that we brought with us that we're really glad that we packed and that we couldn't have lived without the past 2 months. So the first thing is our portable speaker. We've used it every single day since we've got here, so it's been perfect for listening to music in our room. Perfect for listening to music at the beach, at the pool, anywhere we go. We made sure to buy a portable speaker rather than Alexa or a Google Nest, just for the purpose of taking it out with us, and we'd recommend that you do the same.
Oh, it's on the beach. So the second thing that we're really glad that we brought with us is the steamer. So this wasn't my idea, this was actually Beth's idea, and it's really good because when you're living out of a suitcase or a backpack, then all of your clothes get really creased, and especially if you stay in hostels or hotels, then you've got really limited space to unpack your stuff. So with the portable steamer things, then you... What? It's not portable.
It's not portable.
So with the steamer, you can fill it up with water, plug it in, and then if you hang your clothes up, you can just steam them, and it's really quick, it's really effective, and it just means that you're not going out with your clothes creased all the time. So this one...
Yeah, so you can buy the steamers online for really cheap. That's the one that we've got. We've linked it down below in the description. It's just from Amazon. It's like £23. You can pay to have your clothes ironed at the laundrette there, but it takes a couple of hours for them to do it. And if you are travelling around to another place, it has to go back in your bags, it's going to get creased again. So they're just really good and really handy to have in your suitcase, and then you can just steam your clothes before you go out.
Yep, that's genius idea.
One off.
So if you are planning on going to the gym over here, it is best to bring your gym stuff with you. So obviously you need things like your clothes and your trainers, but things like your wrist straps and your ankle straps and resistant bands, they all need to come with you, because even though the gyms are quite efficient, is it efficient? Sufficient with the equipment, things like that can't really be used or borrowed over here. Another thing we found really useful was our running belts. So we'd run to and from the gym in the morning, so it's good to just put your keys in, your phone, have your headphones in. And then finally, things like supplements. So you can buy supplements over here, so things like creatine, but if you are going to be on the move and you don't really have time to find places to go and grab them from, it's best to just bring enough for the amount of time that you're going to be here. I use this, and it's really good. It just keeps everything organised and in one place, and stops me from missing days as well, so they're really useful to bring with you.
So if you're very accident prone like me, first aid kit is essential. It can be quite difficult to get things from pharmacies, and it can be quite expensive too, so it's definitely worth stocking up on things like plasters, bandages, painkillers, antiseptic cream as well. There's nothing worse than being away from home and then not having access to anything if you do injure yourself.
Yeah, so a really common injury over here, and you'll see this everywhere you go, is everyone has the exhaust burns from the bikes, so you do have to be super careful, and as soon as you do it, it's best to just keep it clean, wrap it up.
Yeah,
so
don't
yeah,
do it again in the same leg the next day.
But yeah, first aid is a must when you're over here. It's essential, and we have learned that. We've went through ours quite quickly, especially the painkillers. So yeah, stock up.
So the flight over here and overnight coaches are very long. So we 1000% recommend bringing a neck pillow, eye mask, earplugs, particularly for the coach, with you for every journey. It can be very long and very difficult to sleep on there.
Yeah, I think as well, downloading your playlist on Spotify,
Yeah.
because I also had to learn that the hard way. Having a good playlist and make sure you download it, because
and programs on Netflix too.
yeah, but as I forgot, you don't have Wi-Fi in the sky, and I wasn't able to listen to anything for quite
sharing my headphones. So next up is stuff that we packed but we brought too much of that we didn't necessarily need.
So the first thing is toiletries. So for me, I brought so many toiletries with me because I was worried about not being able to get them over here. But then once we arrived, we realised that in the shops, so the 7-Elevens, the Family Marts, which are literally on every street corner, you can buy shampoo, conditioner, shower gels, razors, so anything that you kind of need at the similar price to back home. So it is completely unnecessary. You can save the weight in your luggage and just buy them whilst you're over here. There are also some boots in the shopping malls, so you can go there if you want to buy the Western skincare products or CeraVe, things like that. You can get them from the boots. You do have to travel a little bit to get to the malls, but they are accessible and it's really not that difficult to head over there and grab them.
So another thing is clothes. It's really cheap to get them washed over here, so it's not worth you overpacking. We would recommend just taking some basics, so some day clothes, t-shirts, crop tops for the girls, shorts, comfy pants, that type of stuff. Some night outfits as well, so there are clubs, you will end up going out and you do obviously want to look nice, so do bring some nice dresses. You should also bring some comfy clothes for travelling, as well as a hoodie or something warm, because it can get quite cold on the plane, on the coach, and sometimes in the hotel room as well when the aircon's on full blast. And then as well, underwear tends to go missing when you get it washed. So overpack underwear. White socks can sometimes get turned brown too, so just be aware of that.
Finally, another thing that we wouldn't recommend bringing is a hairdryer. So in every hotel room that we've stayed in, we've had a hairdryer built in. The only exception to this is if you're staying in hostels, then maybe the hostels won't necessarily have them. I mean, you can go and request them from the reception, but if you really need a hairdryer and you're staying in hostels, that's the only time we'd really recommend to bring one, because every hotel has them.
So finally, we have the essentials that we packed, but we wish we'd packed more of. So first up is sun cream. Obviously it's a given. If you go away somewhere hot, then sun cream is going to be more expensive than at home. We didn't listen to that, we didn't bring enough, and we would recommend that you do, because we did get a little bit burnt in the first couple of weeks. And another thing as well is travel adapters. We did bring quite a few of them, but they're just so small. I think we've probably left them underneath the beds in a lot of the hotel rooms, so we've managed to get down from 10 to 1 each. So pack plenty.
Another thing which is a really good tip to add on to, which was Beth's idea, is a extension lead. So luckily, because we have the extension lead, it's not been too bad only having 2 travel adapters. But if we didn't have the extension lead, then we'd only be plugging in like 2 things at once. Yeah. At the minute we have 4 things plugged in, so definitely worth bringing. So another thing that we've struggled to find over here is tampons. So if you use sanitary towels, you're absolutely fine, because in most of the shops, yeah, they sell them pretty much everywhere. But if you do want to wear tampons, then you have to go and find them. We found some in the shopping
mall. It was.
Yeah, it was in a supermarket inside of a shopping mall, and there was like one brand, literally one box. Like there were no options for them, so you're very limited if you do want to use tampons, and we would recommend definitely bringing enough for the duration of your stay. Another thing which we have absolutely sworn by since we've been here is purple shampoo. Now, if you can use toner and you know how to use toner safely on your hair, then definitely bring it, because with the sunlight and the chlorine, the colour of your toner just washes out really quickly.
It's very difficult to find hairdressers that do Western hair as well.
Yeah, so a lot of the time you are walking around with that yellow tint to your hair if it's been bleached. Don't look at me. But a really good thing that we found is just to leave your purple shampoo on, and it should cover it for a couple of days. We only have a small bottle about this big, and we're currently rationing the last of it until we find more, or have some shipped over.
Yeah, we can't find it here. Boots don't sell it, so stock up.
Yeah, bring as much as you can if you are a blonde and you value your blonde.
And finally, makeup. So most shops do sell makeup, so the 7-Elevens do. As we said, there's Boots that sell makeup, but a lot of the base shades are really, really light. So if you are a darker complexion, then do bring enough to cover you while you're on the trip.
So it's also good to note that you can't, so I haven't seen in the supermarkets the actual full bottles of foundation and thing. You can get them in little sachets, which are like 1 or 2 applications. So yeah, definitely bring enough foundations and concealers,
contour. There's no contour.
Yeah, anything like that. And if you do like to wear makeup quite often, or even just going out, I think we don't really wear it during the day, and we still have got through quite a lot just with going out in the evenings. Definitely bring enough. Okay, so that's it for today's video. We hope that you found it useful and you've got some really good tips in there, things that we wish that we knew before we came out here. If you have enjoyed the video,
then please like and subscribe.
I was going to say, if you've got any questions, write them in the comments below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But yes, also please do like and subscribe.
Yep. And we'll be back next week. If anybody's coming to Hanoi, please bring some shampoo. We're in desperate need.
Comments below.